This is the ultimate guide to financial freedom before 30. Step 1. Define your financial freedom. What does financial freedom actually mean? For some, it could be making $100 a day. For others, it might be having $1 million in the bank. Having no debt and being able to pay for your lifestyle without working. It's different for everyone. So the first step is to figure out what it means for you. You won't know how much you need to save or how much you need to earn if you don't know what your financial freedom looks like. Let's say your goal is to make $100 a day. That would be $36,500 a year. If you live in a major city, that'll probably cover rent, utilities, and basic groceries. And that would be a great place to start. But let's say you want more. How about $10,000 a month, which is $120,000 a year? That should comfortably cover most people's living expenses in the United States. Maybe you want even more than that, like $100,000 a month, which is $1 million a year. That's when you can really start living life on your own terms. You could travel wherever you want, whenever you want, buy any car you want, and never have to worry about money again. Of course, these are just examples. Your financial freedom number will be different. But whatever it is, write it down, visualize what it looks like, and use that as your North Star to guide you. Step 2. Create a plan. Once you know what financial freedom looks like for you, you need to create a plan to get there. This is where things get real. It's easy to daydream about what it would be like to be financially free, but it's harder to put in the work to actually make it happen. According to Ramsey Solutions, the average American has less than $1,000 in their bank account. Only 36% of Americans have less than $10,000 in their bank account. And only 12% of Americans have 6 months or more of living expenses saved. The data shows that most people aren't prepared for an emergency, let alone being financially free. A good rule of thumb is that you should have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved at all times. And if you're self-employed or run a business, you should have at least a year's worth of expenses saved. It's also a good idea to have a separate savings fund for retirement. According to Fidelity, you should aim to have 15 times your annual expenses saved by the time you retire. That may sound like a lot, but if you start saving early, it's not that hard to do. If you're 30 years old and want to retire with $1 million, you'll need to save around 14% of your income every year. That means if you make $100,000 a year, you'll need to save around $14,000 of that. If you're younger than 30, you can afford to be less aggressive because time is on your side. When you're older, you'll need to be more aggressive because time isn't. We made a whole video about how much you should be saving at every age. So make sure to check that out after this one. The point is that it's important to have a plan and then track your progress regularly to make sure you stay on track. Step 3. Take action. Now that you know what financial freedom looks like and you've created a plan to get there, it's time to take action. This is where a lot of people fall off track. They know what they need to do, but they don't actually do it. Procrastination is the thief of time. And when it comes to financial freedom, time is your greatest asset. Don't wait another minute to start taking steps towards your financial freedom. The best way to get started is by tracking your expenses and creating a budget. You need to know where your money is going now before you can make changes to save more. There are two popular budgeting methods, the 50-30-20ths method and the zero-based budget. With the 50-30-20ths method, you allocate 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. With a zero-based budget, you allocate every dollar of your income to a specific category so that your expenses equal zero. Both methods work well. So try them out and see which one works better for you. The next step is to cut back on expenses. Look at your budget and identify areas where you can cut back. These are the things that you don't need to spend money on. Now that you know what your financial freedom number is and how much you need to save each year, you can make a plan to get there. Track your progress regularly and adjust your plan as needed. Step 4. Increase your income. The fastest way to achieve financial freedom is to increase your income. There are many ways to do this, so find what works best for you. The first option is to ask for a raise at your job. If you're doing a good job, and your company is profitable, your boss should be happy to give you a raise. If you're not doing a good job, you'll probably want to focus on improving your performance before asking for a raise. Another option is to start a side hustle. This could be anything from driving Uber on the weekends to starting a blog. If you're good at something, chances are you can turn it into a side hustle. And if you're not good at anything, that's okay. You can start a side hustle based on something you're interested in, and then learn the skills along the way. We made a whole video about side hustles for beginners, so make sure to check that out if you haven't already. The third option is to invest. Investing is a great way to grow your wealth over time. And the best part is that you don't have to be rich to invest. You can start investing with as little as $5. There are many different ways to invest, so do your research and find what works best for you. If you're a beginner, we recommend starting with index funds. Index funds are a type of mutual fund that invests in a wide range of stocks or bonds. This provides instant diversification and generally low fees. Vanguard, Charles Schwab, and Fidelity are great places to start. Step 5. Automate your savings and investments. The best way to make sure that you raise saving and investing for your future is to automate the process. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts. That way you won't be tempted to spend the money that you were supposed to save. We recommend saving at least 10% of your income and investing at least 5% of your income. This will ensure that you're putting money away for your future even if you don't feel like it. It's also important to set up an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a savings account that you can tap into when unexpected expenses rise. Having an emergency fund will prevent you from going into debt when life throws you a curveball. We recommend having 3 to 6 months of living expenses in your emergency fund. Step 6. Invest in yourself. One of the best investments you can make is in yourself. Take courses, read books, and attend seminars that will help you become a better version of yourself. This will not only make you more productive, but it will also help you earn more money. The more valuable you become, the more money you'll be able to make. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself. It's the best investment you can make. We made a whole video about investing in yourself, so make sure to check that out if you want more information. Step 7. Be patient. Building wealth takes time. Don't expect to get rich quick. If you're willing to be patient and stay focused on your goals, you will eventually achieve financial freedom. The key is to track your progress regularly and adjust your plan as needed. Achieving financial freedom before 30 is possible, but it takes planning, dedication, and hard work. By following these steps, you can set yourself up for success and achieve your financial goals faster. What are your thoughts on this video? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.